Good morning. On my previous video, I mentioned that I am an American nationalist, not a conservative. I am of the school of the paleoconservatives. I have a high regard for our American traditions. I respect the national sovereignty of other peoples. So what I really was trying to express was my frustration with the stand down among conservatives and not addressing the elephant in the living room, that being the Israeli lobby. With that said, I want to talk about something that just occurred to me about the difference between being an American and being an American citizen. Let's talk about being an American citizen. Right? Many people that were born and raised here can be rightly regarded as American citizens. They vote, they pay their taxes, they contribute to society. I have a lot of respect for American citizens. Now, American citizen is one thing, but being an American is an entirely different thing. And the reason I'm focusing on this difference is because we have to come to the decision with regard to what we identify ourselves as. I'm an American. To me, in my view, an American is one that stands up for the values of our founding fathers. Not only that, but who wants to protect not only the values of those that found this country, but the very people that founded this country. And I'm talking about those who were once Europeans. Now, I'm not limiting just those whose family came from Britain, being that the majority of those that were fighting the British were at one time British subjects and who came from Britain. Now, I'm talking about people here that want to protect and defend the founding stock of America. To discount that is really a sign of hypocrisy, because we would not have an America if it wasn't for Europeans. And to disregard the interests of those of European stock here in this country that were born and raised here is to betray all that Americans stand for. Okay, we stand for the values of freedom, progress, and yes, individualism. I know a lot of nationalists don't like the word individualism, but let's face it, we are a culture that values individualism. It's interesting to note that both American and British culture have that same type of aspect, where the more collectivist cultures, such as was in China and other places, they don't really value individualism. So that's American for you. We're not too keen on having a king or some dictator. Okay. We're individualists. That's part of our culture. And that's the very culture that is worth defending, because, we are individuals first and foremost. Yes, we all come from the same stock or different stock or whatever, but let's face it, when you stand before the white throne, if that were the case, then, guys will look at you as an individual, not so much of you just being a part of something bigger. But the same token, we cannot deny the blood. We can't, because if it wasn't for the blood, the DNA, then we wouldn't have created what we've done here in what is today America. Now, I just wanted to make that difference known, because if you're an American citizen, that's great. But being American is an entirely different thing. You're standing up for the core of America, the founding core. And the politicians don't want to stand up and defend the core because they want to appeal to those that would expand what has already been established for the sake of politics. Demographic changes that are being taken place in this country may very well change the very core of America. And someone like myself, we don't really think too highly of that. Matter of fact, we see that as something that's subversive. With that said, if you're an American citizen, I respect you, I congratulate you, but if you want to make that choice of being American, you're expected to embrace the founding values of our country. We're a Christian nation. We're founded by Europeans. And if you wanted to deny that as being politically incorrect, then just continue being an American citizen. But if you really want to be an American, at least in my view, embrace America for how it was founded. And that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. Take care and God bless.